All right, so we know the Nuggets need to move Ty Lawson. Everybody knows the Nuggets need to move Ty Lawson. Who should they move him to, and what should they move him for?
I've got some specific answers for you.
Okay.
How's that? Mavericks needed a point guard. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Monte Ellis has opted out.
Yes.
They really don't have anything in the way of a point guard. I would go to the Dallas Mavericks and say, give me Justin Anderson. I brought up Justin Anderson to you a week or so ago that I thought he was
He's the shooting guard from Virginia.
Yeah, I thought he was the best guy that if you were going to trade back in the draft, he was a guy I would have picked as a guy who improved his three-point shooting from his sophomore year to his junior year from 24% to 48%. 48% for a three-point shooter. We know the college line's shorter.
Yeah, it's the college three.
But
that's
you
still
can tell
impressive.
this guy's a shooter. He's really worked hard on his shooting. So I would say, straight up, Ty Lawson for Justin Anderson.
Really?
Yep.
All you want is an unproven number one pick. He was the 21st
I don't want much
pick in
for
the
him.
draft.
I want to get him out of here.
See, I do. I want more.
Well, you're not going to get it. You're
more.
like the Nuggets.
No, I think you can. I really do.
Like what?
I think you can.
You tell me. Forget me for a moment.
Well, for one thing, I think you can get a number one that will end up being a higher number one than the 21st pick of the draft. I can see going to I can see making a deal with the Celtics. I think they can get a player, a contributing player, and a number one for Ty Lawson. I think you undervalue Ty Lawson a little too much. I really do. I think he's one of the top 12 or 13 point guards in the league. And we know how valuable point guards are in this league right now. And I think there are a lot of teams out there who desperately need a point guard of his caliber. And when they get to training camp and they find out they don't have a guy who's got what it takes, I think the Nuggets are going to be able to extract a little bit more. I think they can get, you know what I think they can get? I'd like to see them go to Detroit. Go to Detroit and ask them for a number one and Reggie Jackson. Bring him back here. This is his home. I think he's from Colorado Springs.
Yep.
Bring him back here. He's a pretty good player. He can back up Moutier. You'll probably end up saying goodbye to Jameer Nelson, but Reggie Jackson's a pretty good player in this league who can back up Moutier, and I think you can also get a number one from Detroit.
Reggie Jackson was a good backup in Oklahoma City.
Yeah,
he is from Colorado Springs. He played at Oklahoma State, I think. Somewhere.
I'm not sure.
He left Colorado.
Yeah.
Reggie Jackson as a starter when two starters got there.
Yeah, when Westbrook went down.
He wasn't very good. He is not really a starting
Not asking him to be a starter.
Okay.
Moutier is going to start.
Oh, I'm just
Reggie Jackson can back him up.
Just making a point.
Yeah.
Reggie, it's an okay. It's okay. So you want a number one draft choice and Reggie.
Yes. You don't think I can get that?
Detroit's not going to give you that. They'll give you Reggie Jackson maybe straight up. How about Marcus Smart? You like him at all?
I don't know that he's a point guard.
He is a point guard.
Yeah,
that's
what
he
is.
He's
a good enough
point guard.
He can play one or two.
But he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be much of a point guard. He's a backup.
Are you talking about one for one, Lawson for Marcus Smart?
Yeah.
No way.
Boy, you
Give
are
me a
like
number. I want a number one as well.
Forgive me, respectfully, you're like the Rockies and the Nuggets. You overvalue everybody. I mean, if somebody came up and said, "We want Josh Dover," your producer, you'd want like 3 first-round draft choices and
for him, I'd take a bag of balls. Are you kidding me?
I don't know what it is with you. What is there something about the air out here or the marijuana?
No, I'm with you on the Rockies. The Rockies have always overvalued their players.
Well, and so the Nuggets.
But
and so are you.
I think you're undervaluing Ty Lawson, and I think once all this stuff that he posted blows over, I think they can get a pretty good deal for him.
And you saw, I wrote this back to you. How about this one? And I want all the people on all the assets to listen to this. He wants value. Ty Lawson to the Chicago Bulls for Derrick Rose.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Is that value?
I'm willing to take a chance on that. I am willing to take a chance. Maybe you'll throw in a number two.
Well, guess what? That has been kind of thrown out there.
Yeah.
The Derrick Rose.
They're getting tired of his act in Chicago.
With Jimmy Butler, maxing out contract, that maybe with the changeover in coaches there, that maybe a college coach could get more out of Ty Lawson, that maybe Derrick Rose is no longer, well, we all kind of know he's never going to be back to the MVP status that he once had. So you'd like that one, huh?
I do
you
like that
one. You wouldn't make
one.
them throw in like Noah or anything.
No, maybe a second rounder. Maybe. I know he's a former MVP. I got it. But you know what?
Well, all right,
they are tired of it. Hold
okay.
on. Let me just
Would
address
you
that
trade
very, very
Kenneth
quickly.
Faried and Ty Lawson for Derrick Rose?
No. No, because Derrick Rose has had trouble staying on the court. I'm taking a chance by bringing Derrick Rose in. And I'm giving you a viable point guard in this league who's on the court all the time.
You're going to sit Moutier then?
No, I didn't say that.
You're going to have Derrick Rose backup point guard for you?
You know,
guy makes $20 million
the
a
NBA
year?
is becoming a positionless league. I can play Moutier and Derrick Rose at the same time. First of all, Rose is 6'3", Moutier is 6'5". One of them is going to be able to cover a shooting guard. And both of them can handle the ball at times. I have no problem with that.
Okay, all right.
That portion of the big stuff brought to you by Grand Prix Motorsports.
You like that one better than Reggie Jackson?
Your source, I like that one better than Reggie Jackson.
I thought you wanted to trade for the Yankees right fielder, Reggie Jackson.
Your source for the original Indian motorcycle. The original motorcycle, that's Indian motorcycle. So check out the newest line of Indian motorcycles at Grand Prix Motorsports. They're located at County Line and Santa Fe. And this is Scott.
In his flip-flops.
Yeah.
See, I've learned over the days.
You've memorized all their names.